Good evening, everyone. Hello. This may be the latest I've ever started a stream. Have I started later than 8 before? I don't think so. I don't think so. Hello. Hello. I just, you know, I had a lot to do today. Oh no, I screwed up. I screwed up. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hey, thank you for the 19 months, Fantana PNX. 20 minus 1, that's right. Oh. You went to turn on the stream and turns out your browser was already open to my stream page? Weird. That is weird. Your browser knows what's up. Your browser knows what's up. That's all I can say. Certainly I didn't go in and set all of your, what's it called? Home pages. To my Twitch stream. I would never, that would be a terrible invasion of privacy, and I would never do such a thing. And we were playing Lacuna tonight. Yeah, we're back with more Lacuna. Oh, I can't decide. Homepage, Mary. Yeah, your default. Oh, bookmarks, Mary. Yeah, so weird. You have so many tabs open, and yet all of them are my Twitch stream. Yeah. Well, I've been found out. Let's play a mystery point and click. Or a ghost haunted browser, always a good option, always a good option. Yeah, anyway, today, busy. I cleaned out my closet, sort of. I mean, I did clean it out. It could definitely use a more thorough go through, but I did enough of a job to have the hangers that I need and fill a bag for donating. And wow. Yeah, OS system QuiteContrary 1.19. Yes. Oh, wait, okay, I would be like, Lacuna, Jamaica, ooh, I want to take it. Yeah, you think that's how the song goes? I'm also not a big Beach Boys stan, so I was really not confident trying to sing it even. So you and I together make one Beach Boy stan. Hey nerds, hey Schlebula. Yeah, we're back playing some mystery stuff. We're gonna do a little bit of me poking around through my journal again to try and remind myself what was going on. Oh, you can verify that we did good. Okay, great. You and I together make one Beach Boy. Yes, the one Beach Boy total. I can't decide if I'm gonna be too cool if I take this off. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll risk it. It's easy to slip back on. Ugh. Now I'm so blue, you know? Oops, wrong. I was looking in my Streamlabs, which is not mirrored, and I reached for the wrong sleeve. Okay, there we go. Yeah. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's pop over to the game, because I started late and I don't want to go too late. I got D&D in the morning, you know, very important stuff. So here we go. And I like to get through at least one location. I think we made it to Act 2 last time. I think about midway through last time we made it to Act 2. You have back-to-back meetings tomorrow. Ugh, gross. Yeah, I still haven't set up my new watch. That just keeps getting punted to the bottom of my to-do list because it's like a fun thing. But I did at least change my profile picture on all of my social medias, which you can find at the link tree that just got posted in chat. But yeah. Yeah, tomorrow's busy for me too. I have D&D and then I have work. It's such a cute picture. Thank you. Shout out Chromavision for taking the picture and also doing the you know, the editing to it to make it pretty. All right, what the fuck was I going? Go to Cox Security. Okay. First things first, we're gonna look at everything. Let's look at our sheets. What are we trying to figure out? You like doing portraits? Yeah, you're good at them. Okay, so look at all these cases we have closed. We use the bullet. Okay, so I guess recap. We're a detective on like a human colony on a different planet, not Earth. And there's a few different planets that are human colonies, and some of them don't get along. So a politically important person from one human colony came to the one we're currently on. I think we're currently on Gara, and Drovia, I think, is the one that Buddy came from. Anyway, this politically important guy, Banny, came and he was going to do some talking. Maybe you should get new headshots again? Yeah! Come have Chromavision do your headshots. Yeah, Banny came to visit to talk to, like, our president or something, and never the old ones turned out perfect. They'll never be topped. They are very good. They're trying to sort some things out to get the colonies to get along better, but then Banny was murdered. He was shot. So we discovered we discovered the bullet. We had to track down the bullet that he was shot with because it was an old through and through. And from the bullet could tell where he had been shot from because he was shot by a sniper. And then from there we learned what room the sniper had to have been in. We kind of got a initial description of the sniper. We found out how he escaped the hotel and were therefore able to track him to a few other places. He eventually was on a boat at one point where we did find the boat after he got off it. And we found that we originally thought he had red hair and a red beard, but then we found that he had shaved his beard. So, okay, he's clean shaven. And then somebody who saw him steal saw him steal a boat. That's how he escaped. They saw him take off like a hat or a wig or something and confirmed that he was bald under it. And he cut his arm on the window that he cut a hole in to do some shooting. So we eventually, with this information, were able to track him down. He had a conversation with a woman who had surgery to look like a different woman, because that different woman was an escort, and that escort was had the chief, our chief of, I was going to say police, but we're not police. We're like this place's equivalent of, like, I don't know, the FBI or something. So this escort, one of her regular clients was the chief. So the sniper's partner got surgery to look like this escort so that she could get some information from the chief's phone, which somebody higher up has what information was taken from the phone. But they will not share it with us because it's like need to know basis or whatever. So that's been sketchy. The chief has his suspicions based on the folder that was accessed about what the information was, but he's also not sharing, though he is less happy about not sharing. And then from there we tracked down the perp who turned out his name was, what was his name? His name was actually, wait, was it right at the top? Did I go over it? Boyt. His name was Boyt. We had heard his name was Diaz, but it turned out his real name was Boyt. The woman who now looks like the escort is named Zora. She's still out there. We don't know where she is. But we've caught Boyt thanks to this conversation that somebody overheard. We found Boyt trying to give a data stick to somebody. God, okay, let me try and remember how this worked. He's trying to give the data stick to somebody. We caught him, we got the data stick, so that's how people know exactly what was on the data stick. The chief has his suspicions based on the phone folder. What else? So we caught both of them. We talked to Boyt. He and the guy he was meeting were both like paid to do this shit, and it's unclear who by whom they were paid, by whomst. Yeah, gosh, this was at the end of last time, so I feel like I have to, let's go back to the sheets for a second. Yeah, oh yeah, because while we were doing all this, somebody hacked into the whomstdiv, hacked into like a TV station and broadcast a message that was like, fuck Drovia and the Savians. Wait, let's make sure that I actually remember the names of all the places. Yeah, okay, so it is Drovia. It's a Garian colony. Okay, so we are on Gara. Yes, okay, I had that correct. The planet where humanity originated. Ooh, so this is this universe is equivalent to Earth, or maybe it is Earth, just renamed. Anyway, Garian colony. Androvia has Sector 1. It used to have a Sector 2 with New Joran colonists. This was the first fully terraformed planet, was New Joran. It's got, yeah, largest Saviant population. So Saviants are like a religious group. So they had started a colony on Drovia as well. When their mining area was called Sector 2. About 40 years ago, there was some big accident in the mines, and their rights to have a colony there were taken away. However, there's still a decent amount of Saviants on Drovia. Banny was a Savient. Our buddy that we work with, Saito, is a Savient. Yeah. CDI, that's where we live. Or where we work. And the other guy, where is he? Yeah, James Moore. Yeah, okay, that was the guy. We know he's part of the Liberators because he broke into stuff. Joseph Banny. Yeah, Drovia, yeah. Okay, fiercest fighters for Drovian independence. Savient murdered by sniper. Oh yeah, this is my ex-wife and my daughter. We're Catherine and Laura. My partner, Gary, yes. Yes, forensic expert. We haven't seen her in a minute. Diaz turned out to be Boyt. Liam Campbell. Yes, okay, he's the chief. He's our boss. Yes, yes, yes. Dan Kim. Okay, he's one of the CEOs. Another CEO. Oh, right, the Attorney General. That is who took the disc and was like, you can't look at it. Okay, more CEOs, more CEOs. Okay, yeah. That's a guy we talked to. What I'm looking for is wait, which one of these guys was... I'm gonna look through my logs, my conversations, because I don't remember who was... okay, that was me eavesdropping. Interrogating, that's Boyt. The other suspect, okay, yeah, okay. Gonzalez, okay, yes. Mr. Gonzalez. So he was also a big fan of like fighting for Drovian independence, so we were surprised that he would be working with somebody who killed Banny, because Banny is also working for, or was before he was murdered, working for Drovian independence. Okay, this is all starting to come back to me. Sorry, it always takes, when we do a week between these, I gotta take some time to refamiliarize myself with the case. Okay, so what am I doing now? Let's go look at my last conversation. Right, because, okay. Okay, hey Saito, Neil, good news. I managed to crack the cell of that businessman, Abraham Gonzalez. That's who we brought in. I found a deleted message that is extremely interesting. Seems like someone hired him to fetch the data module on Gara, and here is the kicker. The message was sent from the Mercurius network. Neil, the what now? Saito, the Mercurius network is only accessible to really big companies. They have to be publicly traded and count more than 10,000 employees. What's more, the message was sent via a highly encrypted channel of the network. Those are exclusively accessible to high-ranking executives. Neil, that means that whoever sent this message to Gonzalez is someone high up at a big company? Saito, not just high up, it practically has to be the CEO. Neil, good job, Saito. Sounds like a solid lead. Saito, I'll forward you the message and list all the companies in the solar system that match the criteria. I'm also opening a sheet about who is behind the Liberators. Oh, and one more thing, I managed to extract a message from the sniper cell. Looks like he sent it to the woman who stole the data from our chief. You might want to have a look at that as well. I'll forward it to your cell. Okay. Are those in my emails? Yes. Yes, so this is the message about the data stick from mystery CEO, and then this is a message from Boyt to Zora. Yeah, it's also interesting because it seems like she was not yeah. Oh yeah, because she was originally supposed to do the handoff, but they care about each other too much, and he didn't want her taking the risk. That's as far as we can tell right now. Maybe he had other reasons. Okay. Okay. So, Liberators. There's just a whole bunch of stuff as we try to narrow down the company. Where is the list? Is that in the email? List of companies. Perfect. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so these are our suspects. And we'll have to figure out which company it is, and then from there figure out which who the CEO is and stuff. Okay, alright, so hopefully they'll kind of remind me why I'm here. Let me just remember how to do everything. Let's turn on highlighting mode. Here we go. Whee! Oh, I'm getting a call. Neil. Hey, Gary. Gary. Conrad. I'm having car troubles, but I'll be there soon. Neil. Car troubles, huh? Gary. Save it, Conrad. This is literally the first time you got somewhere faster than me. That's true. He's always waiting there for us. Hey! Thanks for the subscription. The 19 months. Thanks, Shelby. Appreciate it. Save it, Conrad. This is literally the first time you got somewhere faster than me. While you're waiting, you could swing by the restaurant where Cox presumably had dinner and check his alibi. We asked for them to send over tonight's surveillance footage. They said that their camera is unfortunately broken right now. Seems to be one of those locations where privacy is part of the service. Gotcha. The restaurant is on the lair above Cox's office and the train station. Go upstairs and take a left. You could have a chat with his wife if she's still there. Her name is Yvonne Cox. Neil, roger that. Gary, see you in a bit. I'll give you a call when I have an ETA. Okay. I'm gonna just, you know. Oh. Gosh, there's so many people here. Yeah. I gotta get my SIGs. Oh, there's more up there. Wow, this is, I feel like a little bit more expansive than. Okay. What was on the other side? Could I go to the other side? I do want to go up there eventually, I think. Because there's... Or I could... Can I go this way too? Okay, nothing over here. Nothing over here. Okay. Well, that's Cox Security. Okay, we'll head there after. We want to go there with Gary. Okay. Okay. Okay, nothing over there. Okay, that's a door. Is that the restaurant? That must be the restaurant. Let's head over here. Whoa. Jesus. Okay, this seems like it's a place we'll be able to eventually visit, because when a person is blocking an area, it's usually somewhere we can go to. I'm just gonna real quick make sure there's nothing, you know, on the premises of the restaurant that is evidence. Why, hello. Waitress, good evening, sir. Do you have a reservation? Neil, evening. I'd like to talk to Yvonne Cox. Is she here? Waitress, I must ask, is she expecting you? Neil, not really, no. Waitress, I'm sorry, but I can only let you in as part of a reservation. Neil Conrad, CDI. I would like you to please lead me to Ms. Cox. Waitress. Would you please follow me? Sir? Ms. Hendricks. And that's why it's vital that we keep negotiating with them no matter what Albert says. Neil, Ms. Cox? Ms. Cox, yes? Who are you? Neil Conrad, CDI. Sorry to interrupt, but I'd like to ask you a few questions. Ms. Cox, CDI? What did I do to deserve your attention? Neil, it's about your husband, actually. Ms. Cox, well... Ms. Hendricks, excuse me, Mr. Conrad. Jacqueline Hendricks, attorney at law. Ms. Cox is my client. You realize that she is not obligated to give you any information about Ms. Cox. It's okay, Jacqueline. Let's talk, Mr. Conrad. Would you mind if we stepped outside? I need some fresh air. Sure. This is how you're spending our honeymoon? Yeah, solving crime. Solving a murder. What's up, Rosale Play? Been so long since I've seen you. Ms. Cox, Jacqueline is a little overprotective sometimes. That's how you know a lawyer is worth their salt. It is, yes. You really should have her here. Good, you're glad. Perfect. Yeah, you knew where you were getting into when you married me. You said this was about Albert. What is it you want to ask me, Neil? I was wondering if you could tell me where your husband was around 6 o'clock tonight. Ms. Cox, we met here with Jacqueline at 17:30 and discussed some business decisions over dinner. About half an hour ago, Albert got a phone call and excused himself. Neil, that was us. Sorry for interrupting your dinner. You won't have me leave the house, IRL. Yeah. Did Mr. Cox act strange in any way over the last few days? Ms. Cox, I have no idea. Last time I saw him before tonight must have been 2 weeks ago. Albert and I don't live together anymore. We have all but separated. Neil, you're getting a divorce? Ms. Cox, maybe. It would be very complicated for our business. Neil, I see. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for taking the time. Ooh, a call! Gary, you on your way? Gary, what's up? Gary, I'll be there in 10 minutes. What about you? Did you talk to the wife? Neil, yeah, she corroborates his alibi. Gary, do you believe her? Neil, I didn't have the impression she'd lie to protect him. Their marriage is apparently more of a pragmatic arrangement at this point. Gary, I see. Listen, I got bad news. Moore's not home. He's on a holiday, according to his wife. Okay, so Gary went after... So the Liberates did this message that was all like, Savians suck and are the worst, and we're gonna do some bad shit and maybe kill people? Did they threaten to kill people? I forget. So we're trying to like solve this ASAP because within like 48 hours something horrible is gonna happen. Anyway, we found out that the one who made the broadcast was an employee at the like station, and that's who Gary went to talk to, was Moore, but apparently he wasn't home. On holiday, according to his wife? Sus. Okay, Gary, she said he went to Minami Tree Resort. We're currently trying to confirm this and get a hold of him. Why don't you go to Moore's wife, see if you can buy that story. Saito says that you're very close by. Move up a layer or two, make a right, and then leave the market. You should find her apartment there. Come back down to Cox's office when you're done. It's right near the train station. I'll be there in 10. Okay, I would like to...
On my way up to Moore's apartment, I walked through aromatic clouds of fried rice.
Actually, I want to go through here first.
I'd been down to Paloon Market once before, with Catherine. It almost surprised me to see that none of the platforms had collapsed in the years since. People were still selling the same junk, some of it probably stolen halfway across the planet.
There we go. Okay, it doesn't look like anyone's got anything interesting to say. Okay, well, there you go. Alright, sorry I ruined your monologue by not doing what you were talking about doing. Okay, up we go. Yep, see there? Someone moved. Oh wait, is there anything over here? Anything? Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, there's the apartment, so I want to check out over here first. Just in case there's evidence hanging around any old corner, you know? You know? Wow, this is a long walk. You gonna let me keep going? No, okay. Alright, well, I wasted that time. I'm too thorough, what can I say? Wait, can I go beside the building? No, okay. Is that door open? Neil, anybody home? Mrs. Moore, who's there? Neil, Agent Neil Conrad, CDI. I got my steps in, that's right, yeah. Mrs. Moore, I already talked to your colleagues. Neil, I know. I'm sorry to bother you once more. You said that your husband went on a vacation, is that correct? Ms. Moore. Mrs. Moore, sorry. Why don't you come in? Okay. Can I see your badge? Of course. There it is, there's my badge. Mrs. Moore. James went to Manami Tree Resort. His flight left last night after work. Neil. Is there a way to contact him? Mrs. Moore. He left his cell here because he wanted some peace and quiet. What exactly do you want from him? I hope he's not in trouble. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Does he get in trouble a lot? Mrs. Moore. No, not lately. Wouldn't everyone be worried about the CDI knocking on their door? I feel like that's fair. Neil. Not lately. Does your husband have a criminal record? Mrs. Moore. He made some mistakes years ago, and he did his time for it. Neil. What did he do? Mrs. Moore. His boss asked him to make a delivery of illegal substances. James got caught, and his boss said he knew nothing about it. Neil. Who was his boss at the time? Not Mr. Cox, I suppose. Oh, Mrs. Moore. Oh, it was Cox, all right. James was in prison for almost a year and went right back to working for him. Neil. He didn't hold a grudge at all? Mrs. Moore. Let's say he didn't have much of a choice. It's hard enough finding a job nowadays, even more so with a criminal record. Neil. Thank you, Mrs. Moore. That's all for now. If your husband gets in touch, tell him to contact me. Here's my cell info. Bloop. Do you mind if I have a quick look around? Mrs. Moore. Look around? Why not, but please don't make a mess. You got it. A single plate in the sink. Looks like she had dinner alone. Okay, that checks out. Oxydanil, a highly addictive substance used in lung disease treatment. Oh dear. Oops. Oh. What was that? What did I download? News? Oh, I have news. Okay. First thing, Millix wins 10-year court case. Garian Gazette. A report by Amy Thorson. Ugh. Turns out I did get cold. Negotiations in the Hope scandal finally came to a close last Monday. Millix Mining had made negative headlines almost 16 years ago. when hundreds of employees filed a class action lawsuit against the mining giant. Many of them had suffered permanent lung damage after allegedly having been exposed to harmful gases over prolonged periods of time in the mining chamber dubbed Hope on Themis. A long, slow, and expensive back and forth of appeals followed until last week when the Interplanetary Court finally ruled that the company would not be held accountable and did not have to compensate the alleged victims. This conclusion is viewed by many as a great failure of the federal justice system. Neither the mining lobby's system-wide influence nor the Federation's interest in Milix's economic success are a secret, leading many to openly question the integrity of the court's decision. Dang. That sucks and explains the lung medicine. Charges against Cox Security, Guardian Gazette, report by Thomas Ollie. Last week, a delivery van belonging to the company Cox Security was stopped as part of a routine traffic control. The police found an undisclosed amount of mind-altering substances stowed away under the loading area and arrested the driver on the spot. Facing charges of drug trafficking, the CEO of Cox Security has denied any involvement and claimed that the driver was acting of his own accord. If the driver admits fault, he is looking at up to 1 year in prison. Lung disease, but don't worry, not cancer. Yeah, that's it. It's like the cigarettes again, where it's like people smoke all the time now that it doesn't cause cancer, and it's like, you know that smoking does other bad things to your lungs, right? Okay, time to ask you more questions. Neil, excuse me, Mrs. Moore, I have another question. Why did you frame those 2 news articles? Mrs. Moore, they're important to James and me. They remind us of things we shouldn't forget. Neil, what things? Mrs. Moore, I'm sorry, but that's really private. Could I ask you to leave now? I'm tired and need some rest. Neil, I see. Thank you. Interesting. Gonna do a quick, make sure there's nothing new. Gary, Conrad, how did it go with Moore's wife? How did you know I was done already? Neil, well, she doesn't seem to know what her husband is up to. I took a look around the place, though. Gary, good. We need all the information we can get. I'm almost at Cox's building. Meet you there. Okay.
Oftentimes in our investigations, the obvious solution would turn out to be the right one. People usually acted in accordance with their interests and their emotions. Whoever we first thought did it, they often turned out to have done it. With Moore and everyone else we had met so far, it always felt that we were at least one step removed from the truth. Nothing about this case was obvious.
It's true. I'm not, there's, I don't know, shit's going down. I think both of them have reason to really hate the companies that they are, working for. Because I bet you it's her lung medicine, and it was her work that, fucked her over. But she was a minor and he's doing security. Wait, I'm lost. Uh-oh. Are there stairs somewhere here? Did I go down too far? No, that's the restaurant. Yeah, I have to keep going down. I'm just gonna keep holding down and hope I accidentally find stairs, because I'm really confused. Oh, okay. I just had to go farther. Hey, Gary. Gary. Conrad, we need you to go up here. Cox has probably been waiting for us for a while. Neil, what's with the shabby building? I thought this was a big company. Gary has the track your spouse thing on your phone. You know what? That checks out. Gary, this is just one of their bases of operation, apparently. Listen, Conrad. I just got a call from the AG. She ordered us to arrest Cox. Neil, what? From the AG herself? Why, I thought we were just going to question him. Did you tell the AG that we don't suspect Cox of starting the broadcast? Gary, I did, but I guess there's been a change of plans. We could have accused Cox. He was one of our suspects. But, you know, we believed his dinner alibi. Neil, why does she want us to arrest him? Gary, she said that we have strong reason to believe that he is part of the Liberators. Neil, did she bother telling you what she's basing that on? Gary, no. Neil, no? Gary, we don't have time to waste here, Conrad. Let's go get him. Do you want to do the talking? I'll see if I can have a look around in the meantime. Neil, sure. Gary, I don't think he's going to give us trouble, but keep on your toes. He's big in the security business after all. A doorbell, very low tech. Oh yeah, look at that flickering light. Good evening, Mr. Cox. I'm Agent Long, and this is my partner, Agent Conrad. Cox. Good evening. I'm sorry I don't have more chairs in here. Gary. We'll stand. Cox. I heard there was a break-in on Mr. Brown's watch. I didn't expect this sort of slip-up from him. I apologize. Neil. We're not here for him, actually. Mr. Cox, you are under arrest. You are suspected of providing support for an interplanetary conspiracy. Cox. I see. Holy shit! Well. Okay, shit, Gary. Fuck, okay. Yeah, I mean, we're in the future, so maybe he's fine, you know? Maybe they can help him out. Gary! He was just about to retire, too. Neil, put down that gun immediately. Cox, get out of my way. Neil, you just shot a CDI agent. It's over, Mr. Cox. Cox, oh please, don't overestimate your power. His wife, does he care about his wife? Fuck, we haven't been lying so far, so I don't feel great about it, but like, their marriage is on shaky ground, isn't it? Neil, shooting a CDI agent causes a citywide alarm. They're already locking down the area. Cox, no. You're bluffing. Neil, I'm not. This is your last chance to surrender. Ah, damn it! Cox, fuck you! You won't get anything from me! Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Oh, no, we're okay. I read the tone wrong. He's putting his hands up. Fuck you. You won't get anything from me. Neil, put down your weapon and turn around to the wall. Cox. Officer Black. Police, drop your weapons right now! Neil, it's under control, officers. Stand down. I'm Neil Conrad, CDI. Officer Black. We're coming up. If we see a gun, we'll shoot. Neil, listen to me. I'm CDI. My partner was shot and needs medical attention. Mr. Cox opened fire on us. Officer Black. We're coming in. No sudden movements. Neil, I will put away my gun if you keep yours pointed at Mr. Cox, okay? Officer Black. What's going on here? Neil, my partner and I came in to question Mr. Cox. He opened fire on us without warning. Officer Black. Show me your badge. Neil, see? I'm CDI. My name is Neil Conrad. This is my partner, Gary Long. He needs medical attention. Keep an eye on this guy, please. He is highly dangerous. I have to check on my partner. Officer Black. Okay. Marquez, make sure the building is clear and call for a medical team. I'll keep an eye on the perp. Neil. Gary, come on, say something. Gary. I'm okay. Is it the old I was wearing a vest situation? Neil, you sure? Gary, I'm sure. Just hit my head when I fell. Neil, oh, thank fuck. You're wearing your vest. Gary, all is when I'm in the field. I see our friend is still alive. Going to be an interesting talk later. Cox, fuck you. I'm not going to tell you anything. Gary, I was not ready for that. Fuck. Neil, neither was I. We should have been more careful. Gary, Looks like the AG had a point when she asked us to arrest him. I told you the higher-ups know what they're doing. Let's have a look around. There's probably something in here Cox really didn't want us to see. Okay. Oh boy. Cox Security received a prize from the DE grant years ago. Okay, not talking. That's fine. Excuse me, I'm just gonna look around a little. Oof, that was exciting. So do we wear a vest every time we go out, or what? What's the situation? A pin board containing work schedules and security information. Okay. Okay. Okay, anything over here? Oh, what's this? Neil, Gary, come check this out. Looks like Cox was destroying records. I think we interrupted him. Gary, don't touch anything. I'll get a team here to salvage whatever possible. Neil, sounds good. What should I do next? Gary, go home and take a few hours off. Let the adrenaline settle. Yeah, you should take some time off after a shootout. Neil, sounds good. But if you find out something about those drives or the next attack on Mr. Moore, Gary, I'll give you a call. But now go home. I'll let the chief know what happened. Neil, copy that. Are you gonna go home, Gary? You were literally shot. I know you were wearing a vest, but it's still gonna bruise. It was pretty close range. Yeah, you hit your head. Gary probably has a concussion. Yeah, they were just walking by when I heard gunshots. My God. Okay. Let's look for more stuff. I gotta find everything. And still break a rib through a vest. Yeah, I mean, it's like it's stopping you from getting shot, but you're still getting hit by a lot of kinetic force. No signs of forced entry. Okay. Okay, and just one last time, I'm gonna just make sure I got everything in the office. Hi, buddy. Okay. Hey. Don't move a muscle, Mr. Cox. Okay. Whew. Oh my goodness. Well, that was an exciting start. My. All right. Off to the next location. Home, where we must pet our lizard. Oh. We're in transit. Oh, we're getting a call in transit. Okay. Catherine. Hey, Neil. Neil. Hey, Kat. Everything all right? Catherine. No. Laura's disappeared. Damn it. I let her go to a party and I thought I was, just, trusting her being responsible. Neil. What do you mean disappeared? Catherine. I let her go to that stupid party but she promised she would be home over an hour ago. Neil, have you tried calling her? Catherine, of course, but she's not answering. Neil, she's probably having fun and forgot the time. Catherine, but why won't she pick up? It's not like her. Neil, maybe the music is too loud. I'm sure she'll come home once she realizes you tried to reach her. She won't want you to worry for too long. Catherine, all right. Hey, Neil, you want to swing by for a glass of wine? Neil, I'm on the train right now, on my way back from work, and I'm pretty tired. There's a whole thing. Probably got into the reefer. Yeah! Is it okay if I swing by spontaneously? Catherine. Oh, yeah, of course. I'm sitting here waiting anyway. Neil, if I'm too tired to come and she's still not there in an hour, give me a call, okay? Catherine. Okay. I should probably go hang out with her, right? I should go hang out with her. If they give me the choice, I'll go hang out with her. I'm not trying to patch things up with her, but it's not like out of the question. Mostly just trying to be a good partner in co-parenting Laura. You know. I should go to that party. Just show up at the kids' party. Ugh. God, where do I live? Does anyone remember? Where does she live? Actually, that's more important, because maybe this is me making the decision right now. Ooh, bistro. Nice. Okay. Charge my phone. Oh, what's this? Yay! Okay, I did find her apartment. Okay, great. I was gonna keep trying things that weren't, because I remember what my apartment like has an elevator, so I think I remember what that looks like. Catherine, hey, wanna go up on the roof? Neil, yeah, why not? Haven't been up there in a while. Catherine, it was one of the reasons why we rented the apartment, remember? Oh, look at us go! Neil, of course I do. Catherine, getting excited about things is so easy when you're 24. We're gonna have a little smoke. Neil, you want a cigarette? Catherine, I don't. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm a bad influence. Still the same brand, huh? Neil, yeah. I'm getting a little tired of it, but... Catherine, but changing things about your life would mean too much work? Neil, funny. Catherine, come on, it wasn't aimed at you. I'm that way too. Everyone is. Neil, so, how's life going? Catherine, okay, I guess. Yours? Neil, same. Catherine. I know it's silly, but I sometimes still wonder why it didn't work out with us. There was a time when I was so sure you were a perfect match. Neil, I've asked myself the same a million times. Catherine, and? Neil, came up with lots of different answers. We were too young for a kid, I was too focused on my new job, our place was too small. I wanted to find that one good reason to explain it to myself, to make sense of it. But honestly, I think we were just bad at it. We couldn't stop fighting about the same small bullshit. And we kept hurting each other for no reason until we reached a point of no return. That's it. Catherine. Maybe you're right. But that's sad, don't you think? Neil. Yeah. Don't worry too much about Laura. I'm sure she's fine. We should be happy for her that she's having a good time at that party. You said yourself that she had some trouble fitting in with the other kids. Catherine. Yeah, I know. It's just... I think about the shit I did when I was her age. That's probably why I worry so much about her. Neil. But you turned out okay, and I'm sure Laura will too. She's smart. I can barely keep my eyes open. I have to go home now before I fall off this roof. If Laura isn't home in an hour, give me a call, okay? Catherine. I will. Thanks for swinging by. It was nice to be up here with you again. I'll stay a little longer. Neil. What a throwback, huh? It was nice. See you soon. Because hopefully what we can at least do is, like, become friends again. Not even get back together, but just, like, become friends again so that we can, you know, successfully co-parent. Not that I want to snoop, but, you know, just in case. Okay. Oh. Am I gonna... Oh, yeah, that was me leaving. Okay. All right. I don't think there's anything over. I do feel like I haven't explored, like, my home area as much as I could. That's the subway? Is subway down here? Yeah, I think the subway's down here. Just such cool jams. And then, yeah, also down the subway. But yeah. Gotta make sure I'm stocked up on cigarettes now that I gave one to my ex-wife. Yes, and this is my apartment building. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Well, that worked out well.
I met my own tired gaze in the glass. There were so many things on my mind.
Can you tell that he's who I'm trying to imitate when I'm reading his lines?
I thought maybe it had been the wrong call to let her go to that party. In hindsight, it probably wouldn't have mattered. And then there was Cox.
Yeah, I bet you she would have snuck out if we hadn't let her. This way we maintain trust.
He had opened fire on us. But mostly, I was glad that I hadn't had to shoot him.
Lying works! Smart home. Welcome, Mr. Conrad. Your visitor is waiting inside. Neil. Visitor? I'm not expecting anyone. Who is it? Your visitor is ID unknown. Neil, what the? Oh boy. I didn't tell you that I was expecting someone. Why did you let them in? Smart home. I'm sorry. I do not understand the question. Neil, stupid fucking thing. I'll see for myself. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's the right choice. Smart home needs to sound like GLaDOS. Yeah. Ooh, is it Zora? I bet you it's Zora. Doing sketchy shit to not be ID'd and hack and stuff. I bet you it's Zora. Okay, but she's question mark for now. You can put that gun away. Neil, who are you? You got a nice place up here. They pay you well. Neil, show me your face. Turn around. Looks like she's holding a plant. I think it's the plant on my balcony. It's just in a bad spot. What's my train of thought? I'm trying to remember if she looks like, because we talked to the escort that Zora made herself look like. Anyway, show me your face. Turn around. Okay. Yeah, okay, it does look like her. Hey, Nerd Party Gamers! Put the plant down and no one gets hurt. Yeah. She's just taking care of her plants that are probably neglected like yours are. Hey, it's much like you know, there's just a lot of work to be done. I haven't been home that much. I've only had time to pet my lizard. That's not a euphemism. You can see it's under chat, but underneath chat right now is covering him, but I have a little lizard, Horace. Okay. Lila? Who? Oh, right, my face. I don't like it, to be honest. Neil. Wait, it's you. You're the one who assaulted Lila. Aha! I was right. It's Zora. Yeah, I'm Zora. Nice to meet you. Neil. Slowly put your hands up. Zora. I'm here to talk. Neil. Put your hands up or I'll be forced to shoot. Zora. Nobody's forcing you to do anything. You can make your own decisions. I want to talk to her. Why is she here? Neil. What do you want? Zora. We need a guy in the CDI to help us out with a few things. Oh, shit. Neil, and why the fuck would I do that? Zora. We have your daughter. No! We have your daughter. I should have led with that. Neil. You what? Zora. We took your daughter. Laura? Neil. No. You're full of shit. Zora, you can ask your ex. She's not at home. Where is she? Where is she? Zora, she's safe with us. Neil, you work for the Liberators, right? I have a record of your conversation with the man who shot Banny. Is stealing little girls really how they're trying to stand up for their ideals? Zora, you'd have to ask them. I don't know or care what they believe in. We're just getting paid. Or rather, we were supposed to. Then you showed up and botched the final step of the plan. Who is we? Neil, who is we? Zora, the kind of people you call when you want a foreign minister dead. Is this the plot of Taken? I have not seen Taken, so I don't know. But what little I do know, it involves kidnapping Liam Neeson's daughter. So if we are Liam Neeson in this case, then yes, it's exactly like Taken. Neil, so you're mercenaries. What do you call yourselves? Zora, it wouldn't help you even if I told you. Neil, and stealing the chief's data was part of your contract with the Liberators? Zora, so you pieced that together already? Yes. Neil, what was on that stick that made it so important? Zora, no idea. Wait, you don't know either? I thought you had the drive. Neil, I don't, and I don't think I'll get my hands on it anytime soon. Zora, who has it then if you don't? Neil? Okay, sure. Neil, my superiors, if it still exists at all. Zora, that complicates things. I guess we'll have to move on to Plan B right away. Since the handover went south, the Liberators refused to pay us. We need that data to get our money after all. This is where you come in. If you figure out what the data is about, we might be able to locate it in the CDI database and extract it. I'll send a private sheet to your cell. Submit it to us once you've found out. Neil, I will do no such thing. Zora, don't be difficult. And hand me your cell for a minute, will you? Neil, why? You don't need it to open a sheet. Zora, that's for something else. I need access to the CDI network for a moment. Neil, what for? Zora, to set up a back door for our hack. Neil, why are you telling me all this? I could arrest you right here and... Zora, but you won't. And I doubt that you could. I'm telling you this because we work together now. The better you do your part, the sooner that our client pays us, and the sooner you see your daughter again. If you do anything on my cell, they will trace it back to me. Zora, don't worry, I'll use someone else's credentials. Neil, whose credentials? Zora, it doesn't matter. Give me your cell. Neil, at least tell me who I'd be throwing under the bus. Zora, Gary Long! No! Not Gary! Neil, what? No. His job means everything to him. Zora, is that really more important to you than Laura's safety? Neil, come on. She's your only bargaining chip. I'll try to find out what the data was about. That's got to count for something. Zora, you're definitely not increasing her chances if you don't cooperate now. Fuck. I don't know. No, I don't feel good. Oh, it's like I can't throw Gary under the bus, but I also, I gotta do it. I gotta get my daughter back. Oh no. Oh, but I don't feel good about doing it either. Maybe I could have talked things down. I don't know. Anyway, listen, there's a part of me that still hasn't ruled out, partner betrayal, because that's a common trope of the genre, that it'll turn out Gary was in it all along. I don't know, he was wearing a vest because he knew shit would go down. I don't know. It's, there's whatever, but there's not really anything concrete to make him suspicious right now. And at this point, if I'm playing a character as Neil, then I think Neil at this point would still trust Gary. He has no reason to suspect him. He doesn't know the tropes I know. Anyway, use my login. Zora, you wouldn't want to get yourself in trouble like this. Neil, no, you wouldn't want me to get in trouble like this. I'm too important for you. Zora, so we agree. Has to be your colleague's credentials. Oh, God. I'm gonna keep... Use my credentials or I'm not giving it to you. Zora, fine. Hey, if I get fired or arrested, maybe I can be a better dad. Probably harder to be a better dad from jail, but though, this might count as treason. I might die. Anyway, Zora, fine. But my boss won't be happy about it. This wasn't the plan. Done. Neil, so that's it then? I give you access and I'll tell you all I find out about the data. You'll let Laura go now, right? Zora, this was just the first step. If you keep cooperating, you'll see her again soon. Neil, please just let her go. She doesn't have to suffer like this. I'll help you anyway. I'll help you anyway, so you'll leave us alone. Zora, no can do. Sorry, it's not my call. Neil, is this really what you do with your life? Murder and child abduction? Zora, I don't have time for this. We're done here. Neil, answer my question. How do you live with yourself? Zora, you work for the CDI. Don't you kill and abduct people all the time? Ooh. Neil, spare me your moral relativism crap. I'm not a mercenary. Zora, sure you are. Neil, the CDI is trying to do the right thing. You do whatever the highest bidder tells you to. Zora, the right thing? What kind of childish nonsense do you believe in? Neil, you don't have to believe in anything to not be evil. I don't believe in anything in particular, Zora, and yet here you are, talking about good and evil. Neil, because we know what that is. We have an intuition for it. Zora, bullshit. There's no such thing. We invented it. Neil, no, look, this lizard over there. He's my friend. He's never done anything evil. He can't. He's the most perfect being. I love him. Zora, all animals just do shit for a while and then they die. Look, are you trying to keep me talking? Neil, you can't pretend to not care about anything. In fact, I know you do. You were separated from someone you care about. Zora, what are you talking about? Neil, sniper we caught. You care about him, don't you? Zora. We're gonna just... You want to start a new life with him, yeah. Neil, you wanted to start a new life with him. Zora, that's none of your business. But it's funny you mention him. Thanks to you and your colleagues, I won't ever see him again. Didn't you just tell me it was bad to put people away against their will? Neil, my daughter has harmed nobody. Your friend killed someone and might start a war. Well, you know what? Let's see if we can try and get her on our side a little bit. Neil, maybe we can make a trade. Zora, what trade? Don't try to fuck with me. I know he's never getting out of there. Neil, probably not. But I could deliver a message. Zora. What do you want in return? Neil. Promise me to keep Laura safe. Promise that I'll get her back when this is over. Zora, that depends on your actions. But I can promise that we'll actually let her go if you work with us. Neil. All right. What's your message? Zora, tell him the moon rises in the south. Neil. Okay. Zora, I'll be back with more instructions. Whoa! Whoa! Where'd she go?
As soon as the woman disappeared into the night, my facade slipped and I nearly collapsed on the balcony floor. I took out my cell with shaking hands and tapped on Laura's face in my contacts. Maybe. She didn't pick up. I resisted the urge to call Catherine next. I couldn't just tell her about what had happened. She knocked on my door in the early morning, but I didn't open. I tried to decide on a course of action, but I couldn't concentrate. My mind alternated between trying to remember my last conversation with Laura and conjuring up horrible images of her tied to a chair in some basement. Sometime later, my alarm rang. I got up to go to work, not sure if I was ready to talk to Kat. I must have stood outside her apartment for a few minutes when I finally made a decision.
I mean, I think I gotta talk to her if it lets me. I gotta tell her. It's just, woof. Catherine. Neil, where the fuck have you been? I've tried to call you 1,000,000 times. I even came to your apartment. Neil, I'm so sorry. Catherine, Laura still isn't home. I've called all her friends and nobody knows anything. Looks like she never went to that party. Shit, Neil, what do I do now? Neil, listen, Kat. Kat, I know what happened to her. Catherine, what? Neil, she was abducted. Yeah, Rosea Play was right. I should have gone to that party, though apparently she didn't even make it to the party, so I guess maybe I just would have known sooner. She was abducted. They took her to blackmail me. Catherine. Yeah, exactly. I would know soon. Neil, I'm so sorry. Catherine, what are you saying? Who took her? Neil, I'm not sure yet. Seems like there are a group of mercenaries involved in Banny's murder. Catherine, no. Neil, they promise they won't harm her if I do what they say. Catherine, how can you do that to us? Neil, it's not like I allowed them to take her. Catherine, you have to tell the CDI. Maybe they can find out where she is and get her out of there. Neil, it's too risky right now. I'm afraid of what they'll do if they find out I snitched. Catherine, and you think that people who abduct children and murder foreign ministers give a shit about their promises? Neil, I'm still evaluating the situation. I'll do everything in my power to keep her safe. Catherine, what do they want from you? Neil, they want me to leak information about the case I'm investigating, about the Liberators. Please, Kat, trust me with this, okay? I won't let them do anything to her. Catherine. Neil, I have to go. I'll call you as soon as I hear anything. You do the same, okay? Catherine. All right. I'll be here all day. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Oops. Oh boy. Yeah, I didn't look at my... Any new news? Yeah, okay. Developments in Banny's murder. Drovia Today. Article by Zoe Kung. As previously reported, Drovian Foreign Minister Joseph Banny was shot dead by an unknown assassin last night around 1:30. Attorney General Amelia Thorne announced this morning that the CDI has already arrested the suspected killer, but did not elaborate on his identity or motives. Liam Campbell, chief of the CDI's Terror Prevention Unit, which was in large part responsible for Banny's visit during the stay, is expected to make a statement of his own later today. Daniel Marov, Savient Prime Minister of Drovia's colonial government, called the murder an extraordinary failure of the Garian state, adding it was a scandal that Drovian politicians have to fear for their lives on Garian soil. Drovia Today has already spoken to two key witnesses, Mr. Banny's personal bodyguards, Carl Smith and Lisa Morton. They were both present at the villa at the time, I almost said via, at the time of his murder. Both are reported to have been treated respectfully by the CDI and that the Garian authorities showed genuine concern and professionalism in the matter. Oh, I bet you that would have changed if I'd been more of a dick. Okay, the data... Cool, okay. That's ongoing, though. Alright, let's get on the train. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh boy. Anything new? Oh boy, here we go. Neil, who is this? Laura. Oh no, Laura. Dad! Neil, Laura, where are you? Laura, why didn't you let them use the login they wanted? Neil, Laura, please, Dad, they're going to hurt me if you don't listen to them. You need to get me out of here. They swear they'll let me go if you do what they ask. I know how important your job is to you. Neil, Laura, but how bad can the things be that they're asking you? Please, I don't want to finish my novel. Neil, Laura, listen to me. I'll get you out of there. I'll get you out of there, okay? Stay calm and do what they say. I have this under control. We'll see each other soon. Laura, I need to go. I like that I need to take a little break at the wall. Oh no. Oh, buddy. Oh, boy. Oh, never be a noir protagonist and have a wife and daughter, you know? Ooh. Oh, I do wanna... Oh boy. Oh no. It's a good sign. Okay. I'm just sleepy. This is very exciting. I'm just sleepy. Gary, morning, Conrad. You look pale. Are you sick? Neil, no, I'm fine. Gary, hope you got some rest after yesterday's incident. Let me bring you up to speed. Did Gary not go home? Gary was the one who was shot. Gary. Anyway, Gary. The chief said he's making some announcement this morning. Didn't sound good at all, but we'll see in a few minutes. We took Cox in for questioning. You can interrogate him later. But first, you should talk to Saito. He's in our office and has some new intel on Moore and Cox for you. Neil, okay, I'm on it. Gary, listen, Conrad, I might have been a little intense these past few days. These are special circumstances. You understand that, right? Neil, sure. It's been hard on all of us. Gary, I got to run. Neil, talk to you later. Oh boy. Oh, it looks like I got new emails and news. Okay. Banny's murderers speak. Guardian Gazette. Report by Amy Mandel. Less than 24 hours after Banny's death, the organization calling itself the Liberators has claimed responsibility for the attack. It was a scene right out of a movie, with screens all over the Capitol playing their radical message. If you weren't there, this was what they said. Okay, so now we have an email. Disclaimer, the Guardian Gazette does not support this message and will continue to stand for togetherness and inclusivity in these difficult times. You probably shouldn't have posted their whole... Anyway. Yeah, okay, so now we have a place to reference back to it. I wasn't sure. I didn't think it was in, like, the logs or anything, so that's good. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Sunlight Real Estate. Dear Mr. Conrad, we have found 244 new offers fitting your search criteria. In only a few clicks, you can make your dream home a reality. Take a look today. Rachel Garner, Sunlight Real Estate. Search has been running for 126 days. To terminate your search request or modify the criteria, please visit sunlightrealestate.gh. Wow, yeah. 2 or more rooms. Luxurious. How long have we been divorced from our wife? Did we maybe start this search back when we were like, maybe our apartment being too small is why we're having all these problems? Anyway. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. Go talk to Saito. Oh no, I don't want to go down yet. How's the boss? Oh, the boss does have things to say. Okay, let's go talk to. Oh, I know that's Saito. Okay. Oh, why did I think it was the chief? Okay. Saito. Good morning, Neil. Neil. Hey, Saito. Gary told me you had some new intel for me. Saito. Indeed. I put everything on our pin board over there. Let me give you a quick overview. First, I assembled some basic information on James Moore and his wife. Second, I managed to pull their recent bank statements. Maybe you'll find something useful in there. That's all I could get my hands on for now, but I got more coming tomorrow. And third, I took a look at the CV of the guy who fired you, Albert Cox. The look of the guy who fired at you, Albert Cox. There we go. I was like, fired me? And guess what I found? He's a Saviant and he grew up on Drovia. Neil. Oh, that's a surprise. I suspected he was working with the Liberators. Saito. Well, who knows? He still might. What's also interesting is that he changed his name 20 years ago. Shoot, we're running late to that meeting with the chief. Let's go. I'll tell you the rest on the way. Cox was born as Albert Bolton. His parents owned a big company at the time, Bolton Security Services. Oh, I can. They were responsible for the safety of the Savian colony on Drovia. You mean Sector 2, the one that blew up 40 years ago? Exactly. Boyt Security was sued into oblivion over the incident and eventually went bankrupt. When Cox had finished school, he changed his name and moved to Gara. That's when he founded his own security company using some grant money. Neil, thank you, Saito. Great work as always. Saito, oh, it's nothing. I just did some advanced browsing. Before we go in, I need to ask. Is everything all right? You look not great. Neil, just didn't get enough sleep. Just didn't get enough sleep lately. Thanks for asking. Chief, I think everybody's here. Let's start. Thank you all for coming. As many of you know, I've been working for the CDI for 28 years now. I have done everything in my power to defend the values our planet stands for. Oh, uh-oh. The principles of freedom, tolerance, equal rights for everyone, and justice have been guiding all of my actions. I've always been proud of our work and our commitment to the Garian democracy. Sadly, the path to justice isn't always clear, and we have to make difficult decisions. The murder of Joseph Bani has severely harmed the relationship between our planet and Drovia, and it puts the fragile peace in our solar system at risk. The Domestic Terrorism Division was charged with protecting Bani under my leadership. In light of our failure to do so, the Attorney General and I have agreed that the only appropriate response is for me to resign from my duties at the CDI, effective immediately. I hope that the separatist groups on Drovia will consider this a sign of sincere remorse and of our intention to make up for the damage that has been done. I enjoyed working with all of you, and I wish you nothing but the best. I hope that each of you will find your way of fighting justice. I will still be in my office today if there are any open questions or issues you wish to talk to me about. My successor will be announced by the Attorney General in the near future. Starting tomorrow, Agent Long will be taking over my responsibilities until a permanent replacement is found. Thank you and goodbye. It's gonna really throw things into chaos if it would have really thrown things into chaos if we used his login info. Well, hey, how's everybody over here? Anybody want to chat? Where I go do some interrogating? Can I not go up here? Oh, guess I can't go up there. Are the other guys in the basement? Wait. Oh boy, okay. I did not expect this. Okay, I can go. There's the boss. This is Saito. Yeah, what a day, huh? Hey, boss. Oh no, it's Gary. How come I think everybody's the boss? I didn't even look at him in the last scene. There we go. Neil, that was unexpected. Gary, fuck. I can't believe I'm standing in for the chief. I guess he is the boss. I never thought they would pick me. I have to call my wife. Guess I'll be doing some overtime in the next few days. Neil, don't you think it's strange that the AG fired him? Gary, got to admit, she never really liked him. Maybe she was waiting for an opportunity. But someone had to get fired for Batty's death just for the optics, don't you think? Neil, maybe. But the chief always did an excellent job. Didn't have to be him. Gary, I'm not thrilled about it either, but we should focus on the Liberator's threat. I don't want to start my new job with a string of terror attacks. Let's recap what we've got so far. Yes, let's. Listen up, squad. Time for a little wrap-up. Okay. I suppose you're all as surprised as I am about our chief's sudden retirement. However, we need to focus on the Liberators and their plans now. Let's go over everything we've got so far once more. Drovia's Foreign Minister Bani was shot last night by a sniper who goes by the name of Boyt. Boyt then went to see a woman called Zora, which seems to have been a deviation from their original plan. He convinced her to hand him a stick with confidential stolen data. The next morning, Boyt met another man to hand him that data, Abraham Gonzalez, CEO of the Drovian company Power Up. We were able to extract a deleted message from Gonzalez's cell, which proves that someone paid him to fetch the stick and send the data to an unknown address once he was outside the Garian network. This leads us to believe that the data cannot be sent unnoticed via the web, which applies only to the best-kept secrets of the Garian government. We don't know who paid either of them, but the message to Gonzalez was sent via an encrypted channel on the Mercurius network. That means that it must be one of the higher-ups of a large publicly traded company. We don't know what was on the data stick because we haven't been cleared for access yet. Yesterday morning, the anti-Savient terror group calling themselves the Liberators publicly broadcast a video in which they claimed responsibility for Banny's murder. They also announced a second attack within 48 hours. Their broadcast was sent from the AdSpot building. They operate all the billboards across the city. At the time the video started, the building was being guarded by a Cox Security employee. We have reason to believe that the perpetrator was another employee of that same company, James Moore. His wife says that he went on holiday in Manami Tree Resort, but he never turned up there. We are currently running a planet-wide search for him, but without success so far. The CEO of Cox Security, Albert Cox, opened fire on Agent Conrad and myself when we went to arrest him. Young, why were you arresting Cox? Great question. Gary, it was an order from the Attorney General. Conrad convinced Cox to surrender. We arrested him and brought him in for questioning. He had been in the process of destroying hard drives before we arrived. Our IT department is currently trying to restore what's left of the data. Young, do you think that Cox is a key figure behind the Liberators? Gary, he certainly is involved with them in some way, but he doesn't have access to the Mercurius network. We have to assume that there is some bigger fish behind Cox. What's also strange is that he is a Savian himself. He grew up on Drovia. AG's so sus. So sus. Yeah, the AG is definitely sus. I agree. And that makes me more sus of Gary, because it makes me feel like she's using this to put Gary in charge so that I don't know, Gary's in a place to do shit, or maybe Gary's not like gonna betray us. It still could happen. I haven't taken that off the table. It won't surprise me too much if it does. But at the very least, I think the AG thinks that she can like manipulate Gary better, or like, yeah, I don't know. I think it's sus that she's put Gary in there. Not your Gary! Yeah, listen, Gary hasn't done anything to make me suspicious of him. It's literally just the trope of the partner betraying you in detective stories, and specifically like noir detective stories. Is that trope is the only reason that I'm sus of Gary. And like a couple things have been convenient, but nothing like overly suspiciously so. For the most part, I like Gary, and I'm glad that he didn't die. I really thought, because that's the other thing, is if the partner doesn't betray you, they get killed. That's the two options. So, that was concerning. Okay, our current priority is to prevent any further attacks. Colorado, I want you to support the ongoing manhunt for James Moore. Young, we brought some stuff back from Cox's office. Work your magic on it. Let us know if you find something. Saito, you keep gathering as much information as you can on our prime suspects. Conrad, you should check whether you can establish a motive why Moore would support the Liberators. You got it. Sheet open. Man, I have so many ongoing sheets right now. Holy shit. Especially blonde partners, oddly enough. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because we're always, it's true. We're a rugged brunette. It's always a rugged brunette. Tall, dark, and handsome, you know? Take a look at all the evidence you've got, including the information Saito put on our pin board. You should have a chat with Cox. We brought him to the interrogation room in the basement. Roger that. So do you think that if I'd opened fire on Cox, would he have surrendered and we'd still have him? Or would I have killed him and we wouldn't have him? And we just wouldn't have whatever we learn from him. If we learn anything from him, we might not. We also brought our sniper in for a second round of questioning. Hey, you could give it another try and see if you can get something out of him. Gonzalez surrounded himself with lawyers. Could be a while until we can interrogate him again. That's all for now. Come back to me when you got something. Okay, yeah, okay, there's Chief. I want to go talk to previous Chief. Oops. You're like, hey buddy, what's up? Was this your decision? Feels like no. Hey buddy. Chief. Hello, Conrad. How can I help you? Neil, I wanted to say goodbye. It was good working for you. Chief, thank you. I appreciate it. Neil, I have to admit I'm surprised by your decision. It's not like you could have done much more to protect Banny. Chief, come on, Conrad. We both know that doesn't matter. Heads needed to roll for this. Neil, Chief. The AG fired you for something else, didn't she? I overheard your conversation yesterday. We're admitting to our eavesdropping. I mean, yeah. Maybe she fired him. Maybe it wasn't about manipulating Gary. Maybe it was just because he is figuring out what was on the data stick because it was his phone that it was taken from. Chief, why are you telling me this? Neil, it didn't sound like you were arguing about Banny's death. Chief, you are aware that you can be suspended for eavesdropping on your superiors. I'm not worried about that. I'm about to do way worse shit, so... Neil, in fact, it seemed like you were suspecting the AG of something. Is that the real reason why she wanted to get rid of you? Chief, this one is out of your league. Just respect the chain of command. Neil, I see. Chief. Why did we arrest Cox? I mean, it looks like it was the right call, but we didn't know at the time. And why didn't you give us the arrest order yourself? Chief. The AG didn't tell me why she wanted to do it, so I refused to give the order. You're a solid guy, Chief. You're solid. Neil. So you don't know either. Chief. No. It seems like it's classified, same as the information on that stick. Neil. I see. Chief. I'll have to pack up my things now. I wish you all the best for your career at the CDI. Neil. Thank you. Chief. Your cell contacts haven't been changed lately, have they? Neil. Haven't changed in years. Chief. Good. Anything in here? Oh yes, all the millions of new sheets. Okay. So, of the stuff, we've got the Liberator sheet going, we have the data sheet going, which is to get our daughter back, and we've got... What? Okay, yeah, I gotta go talk to him. Ooh, sick wife? That seems like a decent one. Yeah, I don't think he's... I think he's just treated... It's just his wife is sick. Not that he's drug addicted. I bet you it's his sick wife, but... You know, we gotta go do the investigation. Okay, where is this board that Saito made for me? Saito, where's the pin board? Okay, oh here, okay, it's right here. Okay. Whoa, okay. Oh my god, there's too much info all at once. Oh, my brain. Okay. Oh boy. Wait, what is this? This is... Is this Moore's bill? Yeah, okay. Wow. Cox Security Services paid him shit ton of money, because they usually only pay him $600, it looks like. And he got $10,000 at once? He can't afford... Yeah, insufficient funds for med. Yeah, that's leading to the sick wife again thing. And then suddenly Moolah. Yeah, I was just reading the payment Vival Pharmaceuticals subscription number 402 rejected, insufficient funds in account. So I think that confirms that the medicine is for his wife, and not like a drug addiction. Yeah, pregnancy test. So can't afford medication and has a baby on the way. He needs money. Yeah. So, in that case, maybe Cox was responsible and he paid more to do it. But we still have to figure out what the fuck Cox is up to. Okay. Oh yeah, he got paid for it. Hold on, you're right. He got paid for the pregnancy test. That's weird. What does that mean? A refund, maybe? But I don't know, why would you get a refund? It would have had to have been days later. Yeah, because it's not on the list as something he initially bought. Yeah, not unless it's like still pristine in its package, maybe, but like it would have had to be several days because it's not even on, like, him buying it isn't even on the list earlier. Also, it's possible they wouldn't accept a refund anyway, because just for hygiene reasons, they can't necessarily confirm. I don't know. It just might be policy. Now, of course, I don't know how it works in this uniform or in this universe. Or typo, could just be a typo. Yeah, no, this is interesting. What does that mean? Okay, yeah, so Moore's big statements. Okay. I forget how to change. Ooh. Oh, did I do it? Evelyn Moore. Yeah, so this is his wife. Fine for petty larceny, sure. Sure, who hasn't? Yeah, okay, and then yes, this confirms our suspicions that she worked for the mining company, so she has lung disease, which is where that medicine is coming from, or what it's for. Okay. Yep. Or that she had worked for them, yes, because right, they were on Femus, yeah. Whoa. No, that's what we looked at already. That's okay. I'm just trying to, I'm trying to look at the middle one. Okay, James Moore, here we go. Okay, that's counting as a clue. Maybe I'll look in the clues and see if, yeah. Yeah, okay, lived in Themis with her. All right, let's look at his career. A security professional on Phoebus. Yeah, he was not in the mine at all. Yeah. And then Cox Security. Fined for bodily harm. That was post moving to Gara. Fined for attempted theft. 6 months prison for transporting illegal substances. Didn't they say a year? I thought she also said he was gone for a year. I know that the article said probably it would be a year, which doesn't necessarily mean that's what it was, but I thought his wife also said it was a year. Resistance against mind-altering drugs, extended field of view, shortened reaction time, increased hand-eye coordination. All right. That, I mean, that could suggest an addiction that he was getting treatment for, that he had resistance put in there. Okay. All right, clues. Jesus. Okay, yeah, these don't break anything down for us. Wood. Okay. Oh wait, let's see. What's my sheet look like? Yeah, I'm still feeling sick wife most. Interesting. Well, let's go talk to Cox, see if we can learn anything. Hi, anyone I can chat to over here? No? Okay. Oh god, okay. Oh, are they not? Okay. Ah, here he is. Hello! Neil, long time no see. Boyt. Neil, still not the talkative type, huh? Boyt. Neil, okay, listen up. Things have changed since we last spoke. Turn off the camera so we can talk freely. Your people have kidnapped my daughter to extort me. Last night, your friend Zora came to my home to talk to me. But don't get your hopes up. It's about money, not your freedom. Boyt. She gave me a message for you. Boyt. What message? Neil. I'll tell you if you help me with Laura. Boyt, if you're bullshitting me, Neil, I'm not. Boyt, what exactly do you want me to do? Looks like I'm pretty much locked up in here. Neil, who are those guys you and Zora are working for? Boyt, you both know I can't give you any details. We're mercenaries. That's all I can say. Neil, where do they keep Laura? Boyt, I have no clue. We have a bunch of hideouts in the city and a whole solar system. I don't even know all of them. Neil, in the Hull. That's a pretty huge organization you're a part of. Boyt, we're not just some thugs. We're professionals. You want me to help you? I'll give you one piece of advice. Do what they tell you. Neil, if I do, will I get her back? Boyt, we usually keep our end of the bargain. Why are they blackmailing you? Neil, the people who asked you to shoot Banny won't pay them because we prevented the handover. Now they want me to help them get the data back. Boyt, I see. Damn cell structures. Yeah. Hey, Venomous Goat. You said you had a message for me. This is why every paramilitary should have a top-down hierarchy so we can more easily catch them. Yeah! Neil, the moon rises in the south. Boyt. The fat guy I met at Joris Plaza. He was pretty sure he got his assignment from someone in the Telenium business. Okay, you mean Gonzalez? Oh, sorry, Neil. You mean Gonzalez? The man you brought the storage module. Boyt, if that's his name, maybe that'll help you somehow? Neil, thanks for letting me know. Good save, yeah. Boyt, could you tell Zora that the sun sleeps in the north? Sure, I'm a little worried. But hopefully this is just a nice pet thing they're saying to each other. But, you know, I want these guys to like me so that they'll help me get Laura back. Okay. Okay, I'll tell her. Boy, good luck with your daughter. What's my objective now? Where's Cox? Can I talk to him? Where is he? He's... hello. Hey, buddy. Good afternoon, Mr. Cox. That is defo the kill this guy code. I mean, there was a little part of me that was like, I'm going to be saying like a trigger phrase to him and he's just gonna attack me. But, well, that's, yeah, something. So I said a thing to... Maybe you weren't quite there yet, but I said a thing about the sun rising in the north, or the moon rising in the south, and then he's saying sun. Yeah, anyway, the point is, it's an answer that makes sense to the message I gave him from his partner, who has kidnapped my daughter. Anyway, Neil, good afternoon, Mr. Cox. Sure, yeah. Cox, still not saying shit. Neil, I'd like to ask you a few questions. Cox, I'm waiting for my legal team. It's smart, can't blame me for that. Neil, you fired at my partner and me. Care to explain? Cox. Neil, I probably don't need to tell you that you didn't make the best first impression on us. Your behavior and your company's involvement in yesterday's broadcast make it look like you're somehow involved with the Liberators. A quick look at your biography showed that you are a Savient. A Savient. And you grew up on, Drovia. He grew up on Drovia, right? Because that's how we knew he was a Savient. Drovia. Oh god, did I remember that right? Drovia. It doesn't make sense. Femus? Oh, fuck. Are famous all Savians? I never would have seen it in time. Maybe I would have seen it in time. You were actually pretty quick on that. Oh no. Oh no. So I fucked it up is what you're saying. I guess Drovia doesn't have a ton of Savians, or do they? Now I don't remember. Now I'm like, I know they're old Kandia. Okay, well, at least someone else thought it, so I wasn't completely wrong. Neil Drovia. Maybe that's just where he worked first? Cox didn't. Moore did. You might be mixing up Cox with Moore. Because Moore was on Femus with his wife. It was maybe the only name you remembered. Also very possible. Drovia's come up a lot. Oh, right. Okay. Well, that makes me feel a little better. It doesn't make sense that you support an anti-Savient terror group. 25 years ago, you moved to... Fuck, I have no idea. Gara, I guess? Because he's here now? Gara, why? Oh, God, I don't know. Where did he move? I don't remember him moving somewhere. Saito's probably said, and I was scanning through it too fast doing voices. Gara, why? Cox, sometimes life forces us to do things we don't want to. Neil, you don't like it here? Cox, I don't. Okay, maybe that was just. Maybe he didn't say, and that was just them testing us remembering where we live. Cox, I don't. Neil, why not? Cox, why don't you ask that yourself and your fellow Garians? You consider Drovians your enemy and Savians backwards radicals. If you have the choice between hiring a Garian or a Drovian, you hire a Garian. All the missions we ever get come from Drovia. Neil, why haven't you gone back then? Cox, because my compatriots are happy to have a reliable partner for their companies here on Gara. We escort their goods, offer them personal security, you name it. Neil, your parents had a security company as well, didn't they? It was responsible for security at... was it Sector 2? It was Sector 2, right? It was the one that got blown up. Sector 2. Looks like they didn't do such a good job with Sector 2 blowing up and all. Cox, you know nothing about my parents. Cox, I've already said enough. I'll wait for my lawyers now. I am not confident that I got all those right. I should have read over everything more. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still feeling sick. Wife, is there more I can learn? It says I can submit it now. I don't know. I leave it open to the rest of you if you think there's any other thoughts. If the options are his sick wife, nationalism, or drug addiction. I don't think there's much, because we have explanations for the other things, like nationalism. It doesn't really matter because he was doing it on Cox's behalf, and his drug addiction seems to be like pretty heavily treated if he has one, and that maybe he doesn't even have one. Maybe that implant is supposed to indicate that he couldn't have one. I don't know how they work in this universe. But also, again, it seems to, with what Cox just said about getting deliveries and stuff from Drovia, that checks out with using Moore to transport drugs rather than it being something Moore was doing for himself. Yeah. Jesus. Every time. Every time. Yeah. Oh, we have his current account balance as well. So, yeah. So he had $150, which was not quite enough for the subscription. Okay. It keeps putting a plus sign every time I open one of these. I think it's just doing that. I don't think I actually have anything new. Okay. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna send this. Anyone have any last? Oh Jesus! Hello. I get so nervous setting a sheet every time. I feel like this one. I feel like we had some more definitive stuff for other ones, but yeah, this just makes the most sense to me personally. Thanks. Okay. Talk to Gary. You got it. Hey, boss. Saito just in the back, we're going, what a day, huh? Gary. Conrad, I just read your sheet on Moore. Looks like a motive can be established. I was going to say that was really fast, but also this sheet was one sentence, so. You should pay his wife another visit. Neil, she didn't seem to know anything yesterday. Gary, maybe she'll tell you more if you confront her with her husband's motive. Neil, roger that. See you there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. 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 This feels like maybe a good spot to leave off. Because it's, you know, this was a big one. This area was we had a few things to solve, but I mean, we have so many ongoing sheets right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, maybe we only have like 2. Do we have 2? What do we have? Moore's motive is closed. It's the data liberators. Okay, so just 2 going on, but they're big. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I tell ya. I tell ya. Things really popped off this time. I didn't play that long, but oh boy, shit really hit the fan. And then I should look up, I said I was going to do this last time, but then I ended up starting late tonight, so I was like, it's going to be a shorter stream anyway, but I should look up how much I have left so I can try and divide these properly over the next few streams. Yeah, there's that save. I should really be trying to keep track of the dates that come up behind me, because I can't even check my stream for those, because I'm blocking them. They're behind me. Oh.
Once again enveloped by the smell of the market, I thought back to the man I had been when Kat had brought me here.
Yeah.
How did it all go so wrong? Deep down, I knew the answer. I was just too scared to commit to my family. It was so much easier to care about something that didn't have to like you back. That wouldn't go away if you didn't want it to. For me, that was my job. But ironically, protecting myself like that only made it hurt so much worse. Now that Laura was out of my reach, the pain of being separated was only amplified by the knowledge that I had missed so many opportunities to be with her.
Neil. Fucked up. All right. Well, on that somber note, we're gonna call it there. Womp womp, womp womp. Yes, yeah. Man, this game continues to be fun. My review at the end of each session we play. I'm almost at, should I power through and finish chapter 2? Do I have a lot of chapter 2 left? Wait, you were in the washroom? What, Somber? Oh, he had like an inner monologue about feeling bad about having having been too guarded with his family and thrown himself into work and like not committed to his family. Because now all the missed opportunities with Laura, his daughter, are hitting even harder because, you know, she's been kidnapped. Yeah. Yeah. It is 9:45, so I do want to go to bed soon. Oh, damn, indeed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he's really going through it, Neil. Our good buddy Neil. I want to go to bed, a coward. Proudly. I'm a proud coward. Because bed is great. Sleeping is great. Love it. Big fan. 10 out of 10 do recommend. Yeah, no, what could your arguments be? Yeah, yeah. I lost my train of thought. Oh, I guess that I was thinking about maybe I should try and power through chapter 2. But no, I'll maybe just try it. Gosh, what is... Oh, it's February now. I haven't changed my calendar over yet. Oh, yes, you missed the start of the stream. What did I do first? I did... fuck, that was 100 years ago. It was less than 2 hours ago. I went to Cox Security, right? That was the first thing, was right off the bat, went to Cox Security. But I didn't go straight to Cox Security because I hadn't met up with Gary yet. There was a lady with a plant. No, but that was, yeah, there was something before then. No, we had a busy night. I met Moore's wife, and I went to confirm Cox's alibi for the broadcast. I went to the restaurant that he was supposed to be with at again, this is still before that wasn't the beginning of the stream. You're so helpful. No, the beginning of the stream was like, I went to go to Cox Security, but Gary was delayed because his car broke down. So instead I went to first the restaurant where Cox was supposed to be at dinner with his wife at the time of the broadcast. That was his alibi. And she confirmed that alibi. She didn't seem to be lying for him. And was like, he left when he got a call. And we're like, yeah, that's our call. We know now that he left when he got that call from us because he was going to destroy evidence. And then we went to more. Oh wait, this makes Gary more sus again, because now it's like, was he late because he was trying to help, or was that just convenient? Was he trying to give Cox enough time to destroy stuff? Okay, so you think I did 4 of 8 subchapters already. I have 2 left in this chapter, and you think they are shorter than any of the 4 I did this stream. Okay, so I have 2 left in this chapter, and then there's... I have 4 of 8. So then there's 2 in the... Wait, so the subchapters, like there's 8 subchapters in this chapter, or there's 8 subchapters total? There's got to be more than that, right? Because I feel like I've done at least 8. Assuming each location is like a subchapter. If I need sleep, you support that? Thank you. I appreciate that. I feel like this chapter would be another 30, 40 minutes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Let's maybe call it here then, because I think what I'll do, I was going to look at the calendar, but I don't have it turned over to... Gotcha. Okay, so it's 8 subchapters in this chapter. Copy that. Okay. I think I am still gonna call it then, and maybe I'll try to start early enough. Do I dare try and start early enough next week to finish? I'll keep you guys posted. I'll see what I have on the docket next week, but I don't think I have a, like... I feel like these last couple weeks have been extremely busy for me, and I don't remember anything being busy. Do it. I want to be cool, don't I? Not really. Chapter 3 is 5 subchapters, so unless it's a quick 5, it might have 2 streams left anyway. That's true. That's true. Okay, so yeah. So chapter 3 is 5. This one was 8. Assuming they're around the same amount of time, I did 4 today, so that's... I think that, you know, I do actually think that's maybe doable in I'm the worst of peer pressure. I'm immune to it. You know, Jason used to try and Chromavision used to try and be like, I bet you can't do this, Mary, to try and get me to do whatever it was. And I would be like, yeah, you're probably right. He was like, no, that's not, that wasn't supposed to be the answer. Yeah, that sounds right, because that would work on Jason. That's how I learned it would work on Jason, because it was like, this seems to be your go-to tactic. I bet if I want you to do something, I just say like, I bet you can't. Yeah, because you don't hate fun. I don't know that rising to the bait of, I bet you can't do this, is, peer pressure is always fun. Okay, well, all right. Sure. Anyway, what I'm saying is I feel like a 3-hour stream could still potentially do it. Now, I say that as somebody who dicks around a lot in these games, so I could end up being longer than that. But like, if I start at 6 and that takes me to, and I end up going 3 to 4 hours, that still only takes me to about now. So 2 bigs and 2 littles today. Yeah. And I have 1 big, 1 extra big, and 5 littles left. Sure. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, that does kind of make sense. Yeah, for the pacing of the finale. Just so you all know, on my screen, Neil's just standing outside the the subway. Every once in a while he looks at me like, why aren't we going anywhere? Yeah. His one weakness, everything he ever suggests but directed back at him, because he's all projection. Better projection than IMAX. Wow. Yeah, okay, so I mean, listen, this is all stuff I'll confirm. It's either going to be 1 stream or 2 streams left. It certainly won't be more than 2 streams. You plot math. Yeah, perfect. You really looked at where I was heading next one. Yeah, this seems like a big one. Cool. No, this is good to know. This is good to know that it's like, probably doable in 1 stream, though it'll definitely be a longer stream, because my last several, I think all of my Lacuna streams have been shorter. They've been like 2-ish hours, including intro and outro. So I can definitely afford to try and get back into longer streams by doing the finale all in one and doing a 3 to 4 hour stream instead. As long as I start at 6 o'clock sharp. So again, we'll see. I have to look at what my schedule is and like, do I work? I don't remember. I don't have my calendar flipped to February yet. And I could look at my phone, but I'll do that later and update you guys on the social medias. Okay, I'm gonna kill this music. So sorry. Because I want to snooze this ad break. And do shout outs and stuff. You murderer! The real murderer was me all along. Ha ha ha. Yep. Yeah, so, this has been fun. I'm quite enjoying this game. I said this, did I say this on stream or did I just say this to Lindsay after stream? I might have said this after stream last time, but I was like, I could really see if I wasn't streaming this, me just sitting down and doing it in like 2 sittings pretty easily, maybe even 1 if I had all day. Because it's like, you know, it's pretty exciting. I want to do it all, you know what happens next. It's great. It's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying. I apologize for the long recaps at the beginning while I refamiliarize myself with everything we learned, but I think that's helpful for everybody when it's been a week. And it is fun, I will say, playing it on stream. I do enjoy having other brains to pick about stuff, and like you guys being like, "What about this thing?" and me being like, "Oh yeah." Or just having people encourage me to press submit, because that could have been a real problem if I wasn't streaming it and I was just on my own. I'm just me sitting there going like, now is the time for me to go make some coffee to give myself time to really make sure that this is what I want to do. Yep. Anyway. Well, thanks again, everyone, for joining. This has been a lot of fun. Did I choose my next game yet? I'll hopefully by next week, if I am going to commit to the finale, I will have chosen my next game. No, you know what? Maybe my plan was to do like Soma or Strange Horticulture next. Like, I think I was, Strange Horticulture, I think I had brought up as maybe being the next one. Certainly one of the ones that was like the runner-ups for when everyone voted, and y'all made me play the poll. Yes, the poll that resulted in me playing Outlast. Plans was next, you think? Yeah, I think that's right. I feel like I have said that before. So yeah, I think Strange Horticulture will be next. Sweet. I should remember to download that. It probably won't be a case where I finish the game early and have enough time to like start the next game, but just in case. Yeah, man, as we've had to make more decisions too, Soma is not chill. Yeah, that's I think all I know about it, is that it's not chill. Yeah, I look forward to. You want to experience it again? Sweet. Well, this is delightful. Great timing. Yeah, so Strange Horticulture will be up next. Probably week after next if I'm able to commit to a nice long finale stream for Lacuna. Really power through. Yeah, any other announcements? I feel like no. I'm gonna try once again to get back into doing Phasmophobia on Monday mornings-ish. I say ish because I sometimes work Monday mornings, so sometimes it has to be early afternoon instead. But yeah, doing those Phasmo challenge modes. Gulbin is streaming if I feel like raiding. Sure. Yeah, I could do a raid. I could go for a raid. What was he up to tonight? Ooh, what's Atomic Heart? Ooh, I will claim my bonus. Looks like a game. Is this, wait, he said something, wait, I did see a tweet about this. It said something about Atomic Heart is that Soviet Bioshock one. Oh, okay, yes, I do remember that. Yes, because he tweeted something about robot dom mummies. Look forward to when you're unemployed again so you can watch them again on Mondays. Yeah. I mean, you know, I enjoy, there'll be less, Phasmo's less chill than my other Monday morning streams have been. But it's a good time. You know what? More chill than me playing Phasmo used to be, though. I've gotten so brave, you guys. I've gotten so brave. I do get significantly less brave when stuff is on the line. I will say that. I'm still, yeah. But it used to be every time I walked into a location, I would just make sad noises about just the ambience noise immediately. And now I'll charge back in and bait the ghost so we can get a good look at it, you know? Like anything, it's about exposure, right? Yeah. Well, and it's also like I have learned, like, yeah, exposure put you into the new horror game and it'll come back. Absolutely. No, it's true. Because it's also like exposure and experience, same. Like I would probably be more brave even if I hadn't gained any like experience, but I also have a better, if I have a smudge stick, I will probably be fine. And I'm practicing looping and being better at looping, but, you know, any ghosts with line of sight speed, which is most of them, I'm not so good at looping those, but, yeah. Woo, contract life. Yep. Yeah, or at least working on a show that has Mondays off. Yeah. Happy to see you on Mondays. Always happy to see you on Mondays. Yeah, and Soma will probably get me. And also Outlast Trials one of these days. Yeah, let's do Outlast Trials someday. Oh, and also I should figure out if I can stream. No, this is stuff for me to figure out off stream. I won't ramble about it, but I need to figure out before Monday, before my Phasmo stream, how to stream Overcooked, because also less chill, but for different reasons. If Catherine comes and hunts ghosts with me, and we absolutely kill the challenge mode and we get it done super fast, well, we've decided we will maybe stream some Overcooked too after. So I got to figure out how to do that. Yeah. So that's the plan for my stream future. I got to work on. I changed my profile pictures, as I mentioned at the top of stream, on all of my stuff, internet things, and the hope is to at some point start to integrate the other pictures into more of it, but that could be a while before that happens. But yeah, exciting new stuff. Lots of work to be put into the channel, trying to get back into the groove. Could be I end up with more time in the somewhat near future, and if that's the case, then, you know, maybe I'll try and stream more. Maybe I'll try and just spend some time working on my channel, figure out better channel point redemptions. I happen to know that somebody has reached the 90,000 required for BGs on their minds, so I got to get that prepped so that when I put it back in, I'm ready whenever that person, whoever it could be, redeems it. 24.2k is pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. I'm impressed. That's a lot of channel points. Wow. Now here's the thing why I can't wing it. I'm going to be self-conscious about it regardless. But I will be so self-conscious about, like, I have this, yeah, I figured it'd be Saberni. Yeah. I have this, secret fear that, like, I will be rated in the middle, or even worse, rated by like a big group in the middle. And so I need an overlay for this that explains that this is unusual. It is an extremely specific fear. Wow. An extremely specific fear. Yeah, yep, I have a lot of those. I have a lot of extremely specific fears. The odds of that happening are so low. They are. And yet, I just need these safety nets, okay? I just need them, all right? All right, if I'm going to make a fool of myself in front of all of you, I need like a little bit of a comfort blanket. I will do what I have to do. And you're right, but how is it making a fool of me? Like, how is it making a fool of me? It's not foolish if you're having fun. Well, in order for me to have fun, I need an overlay screen. Otherwise, I'll just be self-conscious, and that's it. Because even if nobody raids, which they probably won't, you're correct. That is a teeny tiny possibility. Someone will pop in, and that will be their first impression of my stream. And maybe they'll be charmed by it, but maybe they'll be weirded out. But I increase the chances of charmed by it with, yeah. The real issue is going to be when it goes viral. Weirdly, less concerned about that, but the overlay, again, will be helpful in that situation. As if it goes viral, the context comes with it. Anyway. Anyway, so I have to get that going. And then I, 100 years ago, promised to do a 12-hour stream for 100 followers. And I'm now solidly past that. So I got to figure out a day to do that. So I need some other Twitch redemption. So I'd be cool with people seeing me do live on Twitch. Wait, so I'd be cool with people seeing me do live on Twitch. Okay, sorry. God, yeah, you need to go to bed. I need some other Twitch redemptions. I'd be cool with people seeing me do live on Twitch. There. I just, for some reason, I was dividing it into multiple thoughts. It was one thought. Very turning, because that was not a tricky sentence. Yeah, for some reason that being on multiple lines threw me and made me make it multiple thoughts, and that is truly a sign that I need to just go to bed. I'm sleepy. Yeah, no, I mean, but yes, that is on my list of things to do, is to make more channel point redemptions. I have a whole bunch to do. Of ideas. I just don't know how to do them. So, no. Are you trying to, I mean, the sentence worked fine, though. Who knows if I tried just reading it out loud off the bat. But yeah, the of in the cold and out the hot food is something I've heard before. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go to bed before Chromovision makes everybody else think that their brains have stopped working. Let me be clear for everybody out there who maybe read that sentence and is now concerned about themselves. No. It's definitely a non-sentence that I've read before, and Venomoscope confirms with Old Classic. Was it a tweet? What was it? It was something famous. Speaking of going viral, which I don't know how many views are considered viral. Wow, it predates Twitter. Wow. Does anything predate Twitter? You put that sentence in an essay once because you were convinced the prof wasn't actually reading the whole thing? You want to say it was on a blog. Wow. There you go. Saw it on 4chan back when it was more of a meme factory, but you think it was from a forum. Okay, you know what? That makes sense. Forum as a pre-Twitter thing for a post. Yeah. Blog also makes sense, yes. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. But tell us, Chromovision, did the professor notice that sentence? Were they reading? Okay, it started on the good old Know Your Meme. It really is doing God's work out there. There you go. Anyway, I'm gonna do all my my sign outs now and go to bed. So thanks everyone for sticking around and chatting a little bit. Yeah, okay. So first things first. Oh no, okay. I have to do this in 3 minutes because I'm out of snoozes and an ad starts in just under 3 minutes. So if you want to see me and my friends play video games and talk about nerdy shit and all that cool stuff, then go to this link to our YouTube channel and it's great. Yeah, we talk about nerdy stuff and food and play video games, and it's a lot of fun, and you should check it out. Also, all of the people that I play games with and stuff over at Polychrome have Twitch channels themselves, and you should check all of them out because they're really cool. We've got Venomous Goat on Sunday evenings, Robodude TV every other Sunday afternoon and every other Monday evening. We have Cinema Bun, who is newly returned to Twitch on Tuesday evenings. We have Rosale Play on Wednesday evenings, also newly returned to Twitch, though still a little bit more hectic with her schedule, but to be more consistent eventually, maybe March. She's on Wednesday evenings. I'm on Thursday evenings. Ventana PNX is on Friday evenings, and Chromovision is on Saturday afternoons. That is the gang. If you want to check out my VODs, and you want to check out some of my old VODs, I have them all on YouTube on my own personal channel, so you can check them out there. You can catch up on all of Lacuna. It is all out there. This stream I will upload as soon as possible. I was a little late getting the previous Lacuna stream up, but it is up there now. So you can catch up on any of that. And yeah, all my Phasmo streams, all that fun stuff is all there. So that's everything. Yeah, I'll update you. I was talking about updating you all on socials for whether or not I do the finale next week. So let me throw my Linktree back in there. It just, you know, it was silly. It looked silly to have all the links, you know, right after doing all of the Polycrew links. So I made a Linktree. I caved and made a Linktree. What can I say? If you want, stick around. Wait, is Goblin? I think Goblin's done. Oh no, I talked too long. Goblin is done. Okay. Well, there you go. Linktree means you have an OnlyFans. Yeah, as we learned recently. Wah wah. Okay. So sorry, Goblin. I was gonna raid you, but he's done. Yeah, what was that's the wait, what group was that shared to a group? Or did I just happen to see the same thing as you? No, maybe it wasn't shared to a group. We just maybe happened to see the same Twitter or the same maybe it was a Threads thread. Anyway, it was a social media thread of some point where it was a silly thing. I don't know, actually maybe you saw a different thing. I did see it today, where a man was sad on the internet. A woman said a nice thing to him, and then a different man replied to that woman being like, fuck off, he's not going to buy your nudes. And she was like, why would you think that I'm trying to sell nudes? And then he was like, you have a Linktree. So you have an like it was this weird thing where she's like I don't sell nudes, and then the guy just replied with like, yeah, you have a Linktree, and then someone else replied to him like, did you follow the Linktree, or do you just assume that every Linktree has an OnlyFans in it, which says more about you and who you're following than anyone else. Yeah, but she was an engineer or a scientist or something, so the links were to academic things. Yeah. Anyway, that's why it was just, and the setting for it was just incredible. That she was trying to be nice to a sad guy who was basically being like, it sucks that nobody wants to listen to sad men, and she was being nice, and then a different man was like, fuck off. And it was like, okay, well, the only Linktree you visit routinely is for a local ball. They put all their upcoming live bands on it. Ooh, that's cool. It's actually really useful, like to their Bandcamp. Check them out before you go. That's super smart. That's cool. Realistically, the Polychrome accounts bios should just be Linktrees for all of us. Yeah, there's something to that. Yeah, I was like, I feel like, is it silly for us to have like a Polychrome Linktree that has links to everybody else's Linktrees underneath all of the Polychrome stuff? Is that silly? I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, well, now that I don't have a raid to do, again, I'm sorry, Goblin, I talked too long. I finished with time to give you a good, like, 20 minutes of extra viewers, but then I just yammered through it all. A link chain? All of them should have a link that pretends to be an OnlyFans instead goes to Coatsy. Oh my god, if Zach were here, he would agree. Yeah, I feel confident that is true. Yeah. A linkcule? Yeah. All of these are good. Excellent. Okay. All right. I'm going to go to bed now. So do with that what you will. Chainlink is a type of crypto, so don't get them confused. Well, I assumed that link chain was a play on Chainlink, like a fence. But unfortunate that it's also a crypto. Yeah, there you go. It is more famously a kind of fence. Yeah, that was my first thought. But with that, thanks again, everyone, for joining. It was both. I know crypto jokes too, great, Jason. Well, there you go. I would not have gotten the crypto part of it. Yeah. Anyway. Wow, look at you two indeed. It's beautiful? Question mark? But if you Google it, the crypto comes up. That's just, that's sad. And maybe just because internet. I guess if people are looking up Chainlink because they're looking up the crypto, because people don't have to Google Chainlink. Everyone already knows what a Chainlink fence is. Just because Google has become useless. Also true. I'll see on, I use not Google on my laptop, so I'll see what comes up there. And I'll report back to you next time, because this time I'm leaving. Bye!